Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Herbal Medicine 101. This is a plant about which I get a lot of questions, especially in the spring. Now, this is not chickweed, okay? If you are really familiar with chickweed, you may know just by looking at it that this isn't chickweed. But look at those little flowers and look at those leaves, okay? It looks more like mouse ear chickweed than common chickweed, stellaria, medina, is that right? Anyway, this is Richardia Scabra. It's known as Mexican Clover. And let's see if there's a place here where it's lost its flowers. You'll notice it's more like rounded and like raised than you would see on chickweed. For the common chickweed, the stellaria, you would see these flowers. The petals would be more in pairs. They actually look, well, like little rabbit ears around going in like a star pattern. But especially in early spring, this plant can look so much like chickweed that a lot of people mistake it. Now, this is fall. Well, it's almost fall. It's mid-September, and it's gotten kind of tall and weedy. I mean, it's looking pretty worn out for the season. If next spring, I hope you will go out and identify this plant so that you can be sure to know the difference between this and chickweed. Now, the first way you would know the difference is by your plant ID. Second is by taste. This tastes nothing like chickweed. And it does have some limited medicinal use in traditional medicine, not very well documented. The root of the plant is said to act like ipecac. It makes you throw up. It's an emetic. So if you were to mistake this for chickweed, hopefully you'd start throwing up. I cannot find any known toxicity on this plant. If you do know of some, let me know. But I think it's just a really good cautionary plant. Plants can look pretty darn similar. Get a good field guide. Probably 9 times out of 10. Well, I'll just be generous. 75% of the time, if you're using a phone app for plant ID in the early spring, this is going to come up as chickweed. And that's not going to be a fun experience. So that's the only medical use of the plant I know is like if you ate something bad or you got poisoned, you might be able to use this as an ipecac to make you throw up, to expel it from your system. But I can't endorse it at all because I really don't have enough information on this plant, which is weird because it's incredibly common. This plant grows everywhere. I mean, it's a low ground cover. It's essentially a weed. Some people do cultivate it. There's another Richardia that is a little more cultivated, I think. But, it's like I always say, scientists know more about the stars above our head than the ground under our feet. I don't know why. But, this is a good one to know, so you don't make the mistake. And especially, if you're teaching kids about foraging and such, they start throwing up after eating something, they're not going to go back to it. So just wanted to point this out. And next week I have one in mind, a medicinal herb that is going to be a lot more useful and pretty interesting. I think you're going to enjoy that one. Y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.